Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201. In today's episode, we're going to talk about when you add your side chicks to your wartime group chat. Now, this is really both horrifying and sad at the same time, and hilarious because Trump is not even involved at all in the wartime group chat. This is kind of like, so I'm in a lot of group chats, right? We have our fantasy football group chat that we're all in, that is very quiet when it's not fantasy football season. I know there's a second group chat that has everybody except for me. And if you don't realize this, for everybody in group chats, and you're not in the second group chat because we all know these exist, you're the person they don't like. So they're all in the secondary group chat. So in the wartime group chat, battle plans, there's an entire group chat of all secretary officials except for the president of the United States. I'm just glad Elon Musk was not in said group chat because I feel like this would have been a lot worse in this entire situation. This is very bad either way. But let's say, imagine this, because okay, I'm in the group chat, right? Somehow I'm president of the United States in 4 years, right? I have my Telegram group chat that has Secretary of State JB Pritzker, Vice President Josh Shapiro, um, James, John Stewart of the VA, Seth Moulton, head of like CIA, or like Alyssa Stefanik as like DNI and all that, right? And like Mikey Sherrill is like CIA person, right? Let's say they're all in the group chat, right? And then I, I'm like, you know what? Who I really want? Let's say I need like Christopher Thompson in the group chat if there was someone, but I accidentally add CNN's hottest reporter like Caitlin Collins to the group chat because somehow that's what happens, and you don't realize the name is wrong at all. People, you got to learn to stop putting real names for people in your contacts. Like, as a person who has tons of Tinder girls in his phone, I have like Stephanie, hot lawyer, Upper West Side, and all my contacts have a photo of the person too. So, like, if you accidentally add the wrong person to the group chat, you can remove them quickly, especially on Telegram or Signal. This kind of reminds me of like back when Instagram first added its Snapchat type thing where you could send pictures, like the disappearing pictures. You take a provocative photo, right? Of your giant dick, and then you're gonna send it to people, right? But the thing is, like, when it first came out on Instagram, when you clicked multiple names, it didn't send it separately like Snapchat did. It just created a group chat of all the women you're trying to fuck at the same time. So you would get in trouble. Instagram realized that was no me gusta and got rid of it. So as Emily fucking what was this? As Emily Joskowski said, her theory is that Walls thought he was adding United States Jamison Greer, had JD in his contacts, like similar name because he didn't do it, like didn't have blah blah reporter and put the wrong person in. And apparently there was actually real classified, real wartime plans with like PDF files, like this is what happens if this happens, that the reporter saw. He didn't put in the Atlantic article, obviously, because that is a threat to national security and fair things. But this is a massive problem for three reasons. A, I don't know if you should be conducting wartime plans on Telegram or Signal, because I understand the whole thing is that actual things are archived by the White House, and doing it secretly like this means they're not archived, and that's a whole debate on does everything in the White House need to be archived forever and the whole thing. I get that. But also the fact that this just kind of doesn't do any good things to that whole deep state argument, that there's an entire group chat of government elected officials who work for Trump without Trump in it. Okay. And I'm sure there's probably another group chat with Trump in it, but this is the real group chat. Okay. Think about this. Good analogy for hot women, right? I don't know who your duff is in your group. For those of you who do not know what a duff is your designated ugly fat friend. For those of you who watch White Lotus, right? There's Jacqueline, Kate, and Lori, right? And if you can't tell who the unattractive person in it It's fucking, Lori, right? Carrie Coon's character. I hope I'm getting it right, right? Because Leslie Nims is Kate. Okay, yeah. It's been a while to get their names correctly, but the way it is, there's always an unattractive person, right? So there's the main group chat and then the real group chat, and where some information goes to the real group chat, and then accidentally somehow it's like, oh, you mentioned the other group chat. People get very, edgy about it. But I'm just laughing at the names of the group chat because I know their definition of PC doesn't mean like politically correct, because John Favreau of the Pod Save Dorks made it. When I saw the thing pop up, I thought it was being sarcastic because I didn't read the article yet. But the name of the group chat is Houthi PC Small Group. I was like, oh, wow, they're mocking the politically correct people. But the emojis, all of it, just no me gusta. Even to the Trump people, this is like, oh, this is not good at all. This is not good. I assumed war plans, and I assumed they're on Zoom. I've seen a lot of TV shows, like in Paradise, war plans can be done on Zoom, right? You add everyone to the proper Zoom or whatever the encrypted government official version of Zoom is, but that thing and in person. But I get it. The modernization is just to like fire off war plans and text. I understand it. I just feel like maybe there should be like a government official version of Signal that is very off the books, and that you have to see a picture of the person and do you really mean it when you accept? Because like I said before, let's say I'm president in 4 years and I accidentally add one of the hot white reporters I'm obsessed with to the group chat, whether it's like Brooke Singman or Caitlin Collins or Olivia Rengold or whoever. I'm just saying listen, I have a type, okay? Listen, white girl, great eyebrows. Shout out to them. Though I'm pretty sure all of them have boyfriends, so whatever. So shout out to those men for winning those women. Anyway, not a good thing, but I don't know if you want your side chicks to know your battle plans. Also, if I'm Trump, I'm really mad that I wasn't that my everyone I have is not, is in a group chat without me. Also, I bet Elon, the real president of the United States, is also mad he's not in the group chat. I'm just glad Elon was not in the group chat, because God forbid it's all these people and like Elon doing his autistic, retarded bullshit where he's like, I think, just make sure you don't hit the Tesla factories or whatever, even though like that would never happen, but it is what it is. Anyway, this has been another episode of Authentic with Brazil 201.